everybody. Welcome to episode 2 of AJS News.
But first, an important word from our sponsors.
This week on Manimal Planet, we'll be taking a look at the male of the species.
Hello? Who's there?
Now that spring is approaching in the Northern Hemisphere, this male and others will have to adapt to the warmer climate. The cold months meant that they grew thick, unsightly tufts of body hair, and grooming habits faltered, many developing strong, unpleasant body odors.
Oh.
The warm weather means that outdoor activities, less clothing, and the allure of females mean that they will need to groom that body hair and control the smells, or they'll spend another season unsuccessful and alone. Again.
Hey, man, come on. You know I could hear you, right?
This specimen has decided to give himself a major advantage. The Manscaped Ultra Premium Collection, the all-in-one skin and hair care kit. Now he can venture off and will no longer smell like an old gym sock worn by a wet dog.
Thanks, jerk. Well, not only that, I got 20% off with free international shipping if you use code AngryJoeShow.
And he got 20% off and free international shipping by using code AngryJoeShow.
That's just what I said. Can you please get out of my house?
Make sure this spring you don't smell like a foot.
Oh, God.
Get Manscaped. You'll smell amazing. There's so many more things on their website than trimmers, although you should have one as well. Click the links down below. See if there's something that you need.
This stuff does smell good. I got to prevent my girlfriend from using it. So in the shower, I'm like, stop using that! You're going to smell like me. It smells really good, guys. And girls like that smell, so get it up in there. All right. Click those links down below. And what's happened on AJS? Well, over the weekend, super busy. I was planning to edit over the weekend. I didn't because there was so much work that I had to do on real life
God forbid
stuff.
you have a real life, Joe.
I know. I think weekends should be mine. I want them to be mine from going forward. This one, it was mine. So the Elden Ring I'm going to work on it all today and tomorrow. It should probably be out by, at the latest, Wednesday. I'm open Tuesday, Wednesday, and we'll finally put that out there. I think people will be pretty surprised by our opinion on it. That's going to be a little crazy. So I'm looking forward to that.
Terrible.
Worst game of the year. No. Anyways, so I'm happy for that. And then I want to know what the hell else has happened over the last week in gaming news.
Hey, Jeff Ross, that guy who he was part of he was a Days Gone director.
Talking about some roast guy, the comedian.
Oh, I like him a lot.
Yeah.
He's super funny. But no, he actually just got a job at the amazing Crystal Dynamics, the team that responsible for Tomb Raider.
Okay.
So didn't specify what projects he's gonna be working on, but people are guessing it's like, look, this is about the right time for Tomb Raider, and so this could be actually really good. I personally liked Days Gone. There was an insane amount of content which I absolutely loved. Maybe
there was a lot.
Maybe a little unfocused at some parts, but like talented guy.
You lose yourself.
So
I think you're being very kind to them because you're bringing up, the fact that it's Tomb Raider. But you know what other games they worked on? Yeah. Marvel's Avengers.
No, we'll forget about that.
Yeah.
Let's forget about that one. Right?
Marvel.
So hopefully Ross is not working on a new microtransaction live service game. God, I hope not.
Well, maybe
Instead,
they're
I
like,
want
all right.
cool stuff like,
Maybe they told him, it's like, all right, you could be working on one of our games. So which one? Marvel's Avengers? No, I'm staying here. It's like, all right, anything but that.
Underworld.
The
Legacy of Kane games, maybe they'll bring back. Who knows?
It could
I
be
don't
Perfect
know.
One of the current,
What?
according to PC Gamer, the
Rumors
most
about
likely
that
thing is
one.
that the newly announced Tomb Raider or Perfect Dark. Now, I'm really hoping it's not a live service microtransaction filled dumpster fire.
Yeah.
But who knows?
Yeah, I like Crystal Dynamics Tomb Raider games, so that's why we jumped to that to think that is there something good coming there. Well, I don't know. We'll see.
We got some interesting video game and nerd news as far as movies go. Did you know that Morbius is the highest grossing movie this year
Oh, that's
based
right.
on Morbius?
Last time you said it made $4 billion. It went up to trillions.
I don't think
I
it's made
believe it when-
thousands. I think Morbius is we're still measuring in the thousands.
I think it was 4 trillion last time I
Oh,
looked
okay.
at it.
Well, I believe it's the most grossest film because this shit is gross.
Uh,
Grossest shit I've ever
That
seen.
film is the most gross.
yeah.
That is the most gross.
son. Don't ever show that. Don't show that shit. I'm gonna get sick.
It's just it's not even funny bad though.
No,
it's
it's
so
terrible.
mediocre and average that it is gross.
The editing was fucking terrible. It was all over the place. I didn't know who the
All
fuck
right.
is who.
Okay. Well,
We're not supposed to talk
back
about
to the
Morbius.
real story.
Gross.
He was trying to fake us out.
Yeah, Morbius is terrible, and it didn't make very much money. But Sonic 2 is actually the biggest opening weekend ever for a video game adaptation in the United States. It made $71 million in its opening.
Woohoo!
This is
I liked it.
It's actually great for it. I mean, you know, they put a lot of effort into the movie. They're taking video game IPs significantly more serious than we were with, you know, like Blood Rain and some of the
Yeah, I
other ones.
really
that we
hope
got.
that on the if they do the third one, I really hope they listen to some of the feedbacks. Like, hey, we don't really care about these side characters. We don't care about the people. We're here for fucking Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and
Yes.
Shadow.
Yes.
Let's have an adventure with them. I'm all aboard
Yes.
for that one. That
No.
one.
Wedding.
No,
Wedding.
fuck that. That's
No,
what
no.
brought the score down to me for me. So I was like, meh. But if they do that, I'm all aboard.
Did
Did you know this makes it Jim Carrey's biggest domestic opener?
no, that's crazy.
That's wild to
Um,
me. I didn't because he'd been such a mega star in the '90s. I don't know if these
Yeah.
figures are adjusted for
Batman
inflation,
and
but it
Robin?
says his second
He's
biggest
been
was Bruce
forever.
Almighty at 68 million.
Yeah, I didn't anticipate that, but a lot. You know, the movie industry has changed a lot. You know, you'd be lucky to get 150 million back then total.
Yeah.
You know, this is if you don't make 150 million in the opening weekend, you're a disappointment.
Well, then on
we
DVD
make fun
sales.
of Morbius, but its worldwide is 126 million dollars. Right now, Sonic the Hedgehog is 141. So it's only made 21 million more dollars than Morbius.
It's had
And that's because
significantly less
people are
time.
stupid.
It had significantly less time. That's like
No,
a week.
Morbius came significantly. A week is nothing.
A week,
Yeah.
well, the second week of a movie, like most of the movies make all of their money in the first 2 weeks.
Yeah, but it's not a significant difference with that just a particular week. You're probably looking at, let's say, if the opening weekend was 71 or something like that, or 40 or something like that, you cut that in half. A week will probably give you another 25 million, 30 million. So Sonic will probably do 170 while, you know, so it's obviously surpassed Morbius already, which I'm thankful for. But I guess it's women went to go see for Jared Leto's sculpted body. I
It's
don't
just
fucking
gross.
know. It was gross.
Fucking gross, son.
They thought it was a Twilight sequel, but it turned out to be awful.
There's probably a lot of curious people like, I like Spider-Man. How bad could it be? And then there's also people that if you go to Rotten Tomatoes and you read the comments, they're like, I like this movie. Me and my brother husband love this movie, and our nephew sons loved everything about it.
Yeah. The good thing is 71 million domestic opening, and Morbius only had 39. So
Damn.
almost double the opening. Okay.
What happens when you give anybody a laptop?
These are the people that were using like the internet kiosks at McDonald's for those like 2 years that existed.
Go out and see Sonic the Hedgehog 2, guys. Joe and Alex were just crabby that day. That's all it was.
Nah, I still think it was pretty good, but I don't.
Yeah, like I said,
What, pretty
I don't
good.
Care.
What did you give it?
6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, I don't
Excused.
care about the people.
Excused.
Okay. All right, China. We got some interesting word out of China. Now, if you don't remember, 9 months ago they said no more new video games. Period. And
In
it's a
3
lot.
hours only.
And 3 hours. Well, they didn't change any of that shit. But that was a really, really big deal. Largest video game, largest entertainment market in the entire world is China. And so for them to say that there was a freeze on game approvals was a massive deal. 10-cent stock took a little hit for a period of time. Everyone was worried. Well, they have lifted it. So the first batch of games approved for release since July includes 45 titles.
Mobile games.
I mean, of course. A lot of them are going to be coming out. So the country's gaming regulators stopped issuing approvals last July. Series of crackdowns on the gaming industry. So we're getting some relaxation of the rules. Nothing about them saying that you can't play on the weekends or that kids can't play longer than like 20 minutes at a time without losing social credit or any of that other crap. But interesting enough. So now we'll actually probably get to see more approvals. Now there are some Chinese-made games that we're actually excited about here, and so this is a good thing. Like
Wukong one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Any update on that?
no, we don't have anything. I imagine because they switched over engines. I think they were looking at Unreal Engine, and so I imagine we'll get a new video when they start to get more and more things in the engine. So that stuff.
It's so crazy though. 3 hours and not on the weekends. For a large market, I would think they would still influence political figures. Well, hey, look, let's push our stuff.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah. Going back to the Sonic story, I was reading the story, and then the first thing I saw when I looked at the comment is the biggest issue I had was Tails. Like, goddamn, I hate how he was written. It's, oh boy, it's Sonic. He's the best thing ever. Can't stop jerking over how many amazing Sonic. Sonic's the best ever at all things. And we forgot to talk about Tails in our review, so I wanted to talk about it here. What did you say about Tails?
No, I thought because I said it was creepy. He's like, "Oh, you watch me." He's like, "Oh,
Oh, that's right.
It's like you,
that
so
creepy joke.
You watch me shower. It's like, that's a trick question. You take baths. It's like that's.
And then we just
creepy as
moved
fuck.
on, and there was never
It's like,
addressed.
wait a minute.
Well, I'm not a
always thought
Sonic
Tails was
lore
creepy.
aficionado, but I do know that is literally Tails' character.
Yeah.
His character is Sonic obsessed to the point where it's almost creepy. So I actually liked the depiction of Tails here because it was exactly accurate to the lore, and they even made jokes about it like that. Like, no, you don't take showers, you take baths or baths or showers, right? Because he knows, because he watches Sonic in the shower. It's creepy as hell. Anyways,
that was
so
very
Sonic
creepy.
is, or Tails is Sonic lore accurate for those who don't know. And correct me if I'm wrong, but that is basically Tails' character.
I always remember Tails as being very creepy. So
A little bit.
I have a problem with it. It's like it's creepy, but it's like I guess it's always been creepy, but whatever.
I'm sure he'll have a more substantial arc when they fight Shadow.
Remedy Entertainment has entered agreement with Rockstar Games to do Max Payne 1 and 2.
Oh, cool. Okay, I love Max Payne, man. That shit
Remastered.
grew up on that shit.
The slow mo.
Yeah, man, that shit was fucking awesome. And then you remember that crying fucking baby? Dude, like, games like that don't make that shit no more. That fucking remember scenes. How long did that game come out ago? Is it 20 years old or
20,
something
right?
like
'Cause it's
that?
a 20.
Fucking crying baby, and you're running through that little fucking
Super
thing.
cheesy noir writing. It was great. It was.
And then when he gets to the baby's room, you do the slow-mo. Shut up!
More slow mo.
Shut up! Shut up!
Well, the people at Remedy wanted to do this. Remedy actually approached Rockstar and said, "We want
Cool.
to do this for you." And then Rockstar said,
Yeah, all right, fine.
"You're gonna make us a bunch of money. And we don't have to do anything."
You're gonna
I'm
make us
in.
a little bit of money, and we don't have to do anything. Begrudgingly fine.
Give me a
Because
paper
I don't
bullets.
think Max Payne has pull anymore. Don't think kids these generations or video game players are gonna buy it in droves.
But
like
what
they
if you have to
would.
pay? If there's a timer,
Rockstar
it's like a
time.
like a
No,
taxi
you
timer.
lost me
When you enter
timers.
bullet time, it starts to run, and so every second you're in bullet time, it costs a dime.
No.
And then instead of the drama in Max Payne, it's replaced with the casinos.
Casinos, yeah.
So you go.
Gambling
every
is
time.
exciting.
You can go slow-mo mode as you pull the lever.
You joke, but they actually probably thinking of it. They're actually probably thinking about doing it.
Box.
It's going to be developed on their Northlight game engine, which means PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series XS. So probably something that looks really good. No older consoles.
Okay.
Which I think is a good thing. I think it's about time that
Pretty
they
good
really-
story.
they
So
start to-
if y'all haven't played Max Payne and
Give
you
it a
want to wait
whirl.
for this one, do it because I think that'll be it'll be nice and updated.
Rockstar's paying for everything. The development budget will be financed by Rockstar. Remember, he has a royalty opportunity after they've recouped all their development stuff. So.
All right, good on them. So as long as they don't fill it with the bullshit that we just mentioned.
Hey, you do bullshit. You want to continue talking about bullshit?
No.
Ubisoft has announced a Rainbow Six mobile game. An independent team is going to oversee its development as the franchise becomes another FPS to transition from consoles.
I thought they already had one.
What?
No, this is another one.
Rainbow
Rainbow
Six
Six
mobile
mobile.
game?
A
What
competitive-
kind is it? Like a strategy or first person?
Competitive FPS title.
Attackers
which
Sign
players
versus
can
defenders.
challenge each other in two teams.
Oh,
of
it
five.
is literally Rainbow Six mobile.
Yeah.
It says That's the title that that's real creative.
Yeah.
Rainbow Six Mobile.
Mobile.
That way you don't get confused with the other Rainbow Six.
But it's not gonna affect the development of Rainbow Six Siege.
Well, yeah, that's what
But-
I'm wondering. Is it like a siege or operators, attackers, defenders. So
Yeah.
it looks like a siege type thing. But that's not Rainbow Six though. Like I know Siege people are gonna get mad at me.
like Siege, yeah.
I like Siege too. We played Siege together, but the thing is, Rainbow Six
Yes.
is slightly different. It's not all like setting up all the things, and I guess it kind of is setting up all the things. But I was hoping for a more traditional Rainbow Six game at some point, but this ain't it.
Oh
This
no,
mobile
it's
thing.
gonna be on your
No,
phone.
no.
Now they're chasing that Call of Duty Mobile money. Call of Duty Mobile made what $500 million its first year,
Dirty money.
and it does even more now.
This,
so
oh my God, Joe! Capture this,
I
put it
am.
up here. These characters, they are like even more cartoony and just gross than the Siege characters, and it's like, what are we doing with our
lot of
licenses,
people are liking it.
Ubisoft?
I downloaded the video, the trailer.
Oh, the mobile.
Yeah.
Wow.
it's the
So
same
when
people
I-
who like Morbius.
Because I was downloading that trailer, like, hey, it looks pretty good.
Well,
Like,
maybe.
it looks a little cartoony, but I could get used to it.
You know,
Well, that's the goodwill that's generated from Siege. Okay, yeah, it's Siege. Siege for mobile, yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Well, Siege is a good game, but they're gonna try to make even more microtransactions, even more. I mean, are they gonna include timers? What makes something mobile? I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Oh, we got more Ubisoft news. It doesn't stop there. They are ending Ghost Recon updates, or Ghost Recon Breakpoint updates, but they're working on NFTs for other titles. So no more NFTs for Breakpoint.
I didn't know that there were gonna be NFTs for
anybody buy
Breakpoint.
some?
Oh, of course there were.
Or I guess the whole every single time you see Ubisoft NFTs, don't you see a picture of like the items, like that helmet and that gun? I think that was for Breakpoint, and now
don't
they're
know what it was
announcing we're not putting it in Breakpoint, but we will put it in other games. Oh my God, they cannot let go of how pathetic this reliance on NFTs are. Do it. Fucking see what happens.
We just had a
Bring it
story about Metaverse. All right,
Bring it out.
Metaverse, Z-Bucks,
You're heading for the first
NFTs.
ever
Come on.
0 out of
It
10,
ain't going
1 out of
anywhere.
10.
It's not going anywhere.
Yeah. Okay, so definitely no more Breakpoint updates. Definitely no more controversial NFTs in Breakpoint because they're not doing anything for it. But they specifically said, nope, every other game we're putting NFTs in the rest of them. So
Oh my God.
you own a piece of the game and have left your mark in history.
I just went to Ubisoft Quartz website.
Oh, no.
And half of it doesn't load, but one of the thing that does load is Ghost Recon Breakpoint.
Well, if I buy
No,
the game, don't I own a piece of the game too?
No.
Right. Wasn't one of the arguments that the games will
No.
never be unsupported because it will constantly be making money and all your digital things will be,
Psych.
forever.
We
Psych.
got the money.
Look,
Money, go.
You guys
go.
make fun of it, but the Breakpoint NFTs were in-game items such as trousers for your characters with
That is-
unique serial numbers
Look at
rendered
this.
on them.
It's right there. You're right. Keep going.
Yeah, so you just got. Do you want
Trousers. It was wolf enhanced trousers
Yeah, there's numbers printed on the
Tactical.
ass.
and tactical wolves gun.
I got the pants that said
Time
69,
remaining, limited
420
edition.
on
Buy
the ass
this
cheeks.
before 24 hours. Claim
Can
your free digit.
you-
So
Does
all
it
that
say
stuff.
how much money they made off of that?
They're never going to tell you how much money they made on any, or not made on any of these things.
Is that not the
Curious.
most obvious and transparent thing? That the launch of their NFTs things used all this stuff for Breakpoint, and they said this is going to be great for games. It's going to make them relevant for longer. And then shortly after, they announced no more Breakpoint. Sorry, that stuff. But we'll do other games. And their website right now still has Breakpoint all over it. So they released that. They couldn't even bother to scrub their website with new shit for what they're going to do with the
merely
NFTs.
the beginning.
This is a scam. This is literally buying hype. And hype is worthless. It has no value. Do not
Now,
buy
unless hype is
NFTs.
typed out on an NFT, then you can buy the hype. Huh?
No.
No? Okay.
What I mean is fake hype.
I know.
Fake hype.
So according to Engadget, holders of the NFT items that you purchased already in Breakpoint, you know, the pants that
The
have,
ones that people actually paid. There was like, what was it, 17 people engaged in this bullshit?
yeah,
It was
you,
embarrassing.
You cannot transfer them to other titles.
That's one of the things that they were saying that you could do.
But you own it. The game's not there anymore, and no one plays it. But like, know that you own those pants.
You can sell them.
It had a monkey. It had a
You can
monkey.
sell them to your other people.
It had a monkey and
Yeah,
a dick butt and it had a 69 on pants, and then you paid $3,000
Because
for
that
them.
makes those so much more worth now. Like their value just increased by $1 billion, Joe. Because the game isn't even out anymore.
All you have to do
It's
is
out
type
of
in
print and
limited
unsupported.
edition. Bam. New
Ubisoft
suckers born every day.
ends development of Ghost Recon Breakpoint.
Limited edition. You can't get these anywhere else. $6,000.
Nobody
They
wants
doubled
them.
in price.
You have to have a lot
the
of
price.
balls to say we're ending development on a game that was never fully developed. Like, it's like you never finished. What do you mean you're ending? Like you should just be Ubisoft's giving up on failed shitty game. All right, I'm done with them. Hey, what else do you guys want to talk about? There's another thing, right? You had one more. You had one more thing.
Yeah.
Man.
So that game sucks,
Yeah.
and I don't want to engage in it anymore. So I want to give a shout out to a game I'm looking forward to and excited for. Dune Spice Wars. You remember this? 4X. I fucking love 4X games. You really never get them anymore. And in the Dune universe, which I'm already excited about because we played a board game. It's fucking great board game. Obviously, the movie reimagined. We're going to get a sequel eventually. Well, this one is actually coming out a lot sooner than I thought. Now, I'm a little confused because I think it's going to be early access. So April 26th is when the Dune Spice Wars come out. They got a trailer for it and everything. And they just announced Freeman will be the fourth playable faction. It's going to be the first time ever you're going to actually get to play as the Freeman in any one of these Dune games. There were Freeman units, but as a complete faction, you can do that in this game. But I think it is early access on April 26th. God, I hate early access.
Now, is it early access like 2 years fucking early access?
Yeah,
or
so
is
that's
it like
another
6
thing
months early
I
access?
wanted to talk about, and I don't really have an outlet for it, so I guess I could just put up an individual video. But I think Steam needs to make a change to the process. So when you have an early access game on Steam, everybody knows you see early access game. I like that they make that very clear, because when early access stuff was first happening, you needed that distinction. Well, now we need a little bit more, because they do these great questionnaires. They say, look, why early access? Approximately how long will it be in early access? How is the full version different from early access? All these great questions. And so that's another evolution of the Steam system. The only problem is now, you'll know it for this one because it says April 26th, right? And then if you read the question, approximately how long, our current estimation is 9 to 12 months, depending on how quickly we're able to reach our milestones. We want to ensure whatever the final race may be, the game is exactly where it needs to be. So, but the problem is, once this game releases, then I think that release date kind of changes, right? And then you'll have to do the math. There should be like something easy in that area that's like, when did it release in early access and when did they say it would be done, so that you can kind of do that math yourself. But maybe that release date will stay permanent at April 26th, and then when you look at the early access game, that it'll say 9 to 12 months, and you do the math from there. But anyway, they say that it's going to be at least a substantial part of the game. So we were just talking about how there's not much in April. Well, apparently, we're towards the end of April, we're going to get one of the games that I'm excited for. Unfortunately, early access. But the upside of that is you can get to participate in development and let them know what exactly they need to improve on and what they need to add to the game.
I want to know what percentage of people play an early access game and then don't ever play it when it's full release, because they've got pretty much almost a full experience, or they made up their mind about what they've played.
Exactly.
I'm not interested in a 9-month or 12-month early access. Most of I want to play these games when they're finished, and I hate having to pay $60 to beta test someone's game for them. Like, give me $60, you can beta test the games. No, you pay QA people to beta test your game. If you
For smaller studios, it works, especially if you want to support the development of the game, and in that kind of sense. So I'm fine for it as long as it's from smaller indie stuff. But you don't really see the AAA games doing this, and nor should they do this. But yeah, but anyways, so if you're excited about it like I am, towards the end of April, you will be able to play it on April 26th. So I'm looking forward to it.
Keep an eye out for that one.
Dune Spice Wars.
cool. Anything else you want to cover?
No?
Sweet. Well, thank you so much to Manscaped for sponsoring today's video.
Yes,
Check them
check it
out. There's a variety of packages out there. I mean, we like this one. Makes you smell great, but they also have incredible boxers. So perhaps check those out.
That is.
Yeah, thank you so much. And we will see you guys on the next Angry Joe Show.
Bye, guys.